What's up, Dirt fam? Seek Adventure here. The KTM 690, call it what you want. Unicorn, lightweight adventure bike, or enduro. It's the one bike that doesn't care what box you try to put it in. It chews up everything you throw in its way. Back roads, sketchy fire trails, or endless dirt miles. This bike doesn't just handle it, it begs for more. And yeah, before all the comments roll in, no, this bike has zero reliability issues. Today, I'm breaking down the Mosko Moto Reckless 40-liter system and walking you guys through my solo adventure loadout. Setting up for your first adventure trip, it's a rabbit hole and it can be pricey. So I'll show you what's worth packing, what to skip, so you can keep this bike lean while you're out tearing up the trails. I'm going through every bag, and every piece of gear will be in the description below. Let's dive in.
It all starts with the call, the relentless pull of adventure, that deep, undeniable urge to explore, to push beyond the comfort zone, to chase the unknown. I ride, I drive, I explore, because I'm a nomad at heart. The open land, the endless trails, the untamed wilderness, this is where I belong. The KTM 690 isn't just a bike, it's my escape, my weapon, my way forward. This is more than a ride, it's proof that less can do more, if you're built for it.
Thinking about going full ADV and finally stacking some miles? Step one, pack like you're hiking the Appalachian Trail. Every square inch of space matters, and only the essentials make the cut. Pack smart, pack light, and don't forget your camp chair. After a day of pounding miles, you'll thank yourself for not sitting on a rock and questioning your life's choices. If you can strap a bungee cord to a milk crate, you can install this thing. The Reckless 40 is that simple. Fully adjustable straps on this thing so you can dial it in tight. Everything tucks in clean so there's no weird flapping bits slapping you in the leg while you're ripping down the highway. It fits the KTM 690 perfectly, even with no rack. Mosko Moto also includes some accessories, so you're not rigging up some janky walk around. From zippers to dry bags, this thing's built like a tank. I've drowned these things in mud, and after a light power wash, boom, Instagram ready again. Only downside is refueling, but hey, pop the rear strap, refuel, and you're back, acting like you're in the Dakar Rally. When you guys pick up your Mosko Moto Reckless 40-liter system, it'll come with an 8-liter dry bag for your Beavertail. I upgraded to the Stinger 22-liter system, and it fits all of my camp gear. The Beavertail mounts horizontally or vertically and gives you flexibility in your setup. The MOLLE panels throughout the system help you expand and pack the smaller stuff. This setup is for true minimalists. It forces you to pack the essentials and leave the excess behind. The Reckless 40 avoids you from looking like the fully loaded GS rider ripping down the highway with wobbly panniers. You know the type, adventure riders who pack like they're crossing Mongolia, when you and I both know they're sleeping at a Holiday Inn. Nobody wants to be that guy. All right, guys, now that we've seen the Mosko Moto Reckless 40-liter system strapped up to the bike, let's dive into what really matters. The magic doesn't come from strapping the bags on the bike, it's what you pack and why. Out here, every piece of gear needs to earn its spot, or it's just dead weight. So let's crack these bags open, bag by bag, and dive into the specifics of my solo adventure loadout. This is my utility bag. Basically all of my camp comforts and my utilities, hence the name. First things first, Yeti Coozie and, oh no, and the Ice Mule Cooler. All right guys, the Ice Mule Cooler is essential in my setup for a multitude of different reasons. Number one, it holds ice for 24 hours. After I get set up at camp, I'll head into town, grab my beer and any other essentials I'll need for that night's camp, put this bad boy in the Beavertail and head back to my spot. The only other essential you need with that Ice Mule Cooler is a Yeti Coozie or some other brand out there. It's got to be insulated though, because who doesn't love cold beer? All right guys, the next essential piece of gear is the Patagonia fanny pack. And yes, I expect you guys to roast me in the comment section. All right guys, let's run through this thing. All right, I got toilet paper in a small bag. Never know what you might need the bag for, and you can wipe your ass. I'm running a BioLite I got from REI. You don't have to get a BioLite, you can get any headlamp. This thing's awesome though, it's super bright. It helps me when I'm walking out in the woods after drinking about 12 beers to take a piss. I got a fork and knife combo. Well, a fork, spoon, and knife combo because you gotta eat. I got earplugs. I don't know about you guys, but I do not enjoy hearing the birds chirp in the morning. Call me crazy. I got a bug head net. This thing is essential in the summer. As you guys know, there were bugs everywhere this year. This thing will keep gnats from flying in your ear and driving you freaking crazy. Last but not least, a tent light. This thing charges in like a half hour. It's super easy to use, got a cool little clip on it. Picked this up from REI as well. And you can use it, you know, in the ice Mule Cooler if you want, or in your tent, wherever. It's great to have light when it's dark out. And that wraps up the Patagonia fanny pack. All right, guys, the next essential item is the Wolfman Numberplate Bag that I converted into my tool bag. This thing pretty much has everything I need in it. The last thing you guys want to do is be out traveling, you know, a couple hundred miles away from town, or even 20 miles away from town, and have something break on your bike and not be able to fix it. We've all been there before. If you haven't, just take my advice and bring some tools with you. The only thing I don't have on the KTM right now is tubes. I just don't have tubes. So fingers crossed, nothing breaks. All right, the next essential item is this microfiber towel. There's nothing better than being able to jump in a creek, in a lake, just to rinse off real quick. This thing will pack down small, it dries fast. I picked this up on Amazon, I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. It's a great item to have, and it fits in this pack, no problem. I got tent poles for my tent. They fit great in here. And I also have my tent stakes. That wraps up my utilities bag. All right, first things first, I got a sleep mask. Every time I go camping, I stay up way too late. So I got the earplugs for the birds, and I got the sleep mask for the sun. Next up is the Sea to Summit Ether Light XR Pro. This sleeping pad is complete overkill. It is a insulated sleeping pad. It's great for 0-degree temperatures. I like to be warm when I sleep. I usually will run this year round. But I also have their uninsulated ether sleeping pad, and it's great. I got this from REI, it was a couple $100. But invest in your sleeping pad. Shit, invest in your sleep. Next, I got the Sea to Summit Arrows pillow. It has down insulation in it, it's the large one. The large being like this big. Normally, I will stuff a sweatshirt underneath of it for some added stability. But as you can see, it packs down super small, and it's a great setup. I have a newer 100-watt battery pack. This is for my camera rig, but I take it out on the trail with me all the time. It helps charge all of my devices. As you guys know, I got a lot of camera gear, and it does the job perfectly. I would definitely recommend having a backup battery system to charge your stuff. There's nothing worse than dead batteries. Next up is the Wise Owl Outfitters. I think it's called like a sun and rain shade. Basically, you strap it to the bike in a tree, gets you out of the sun, gets you out of the rain. It's a great setup. Super cheap. I think I paid like 30 bucks for it. Ooh. Here, I got a summer sleeping bag and a super nice stuff sack. As you can see, it stuffs down super small. I recommend a summer bag for the summer, a winter bag for the winter. There's nothing worse than taking a bag out in the field that's not rated for the temperature. So make sure to do some research on your sleeping bag and really invest time and money into your sleep setup. It's gonna be super important when you're doing multi-day trips. Last up is the REI Trailmade 1 tent. I probably should have stuffed this down a little bit tighter from my previous trip, but this setup is great. It also has a vestibule on it and a footprint to keep you dry if it rains. The vestibule is going to be wildly important as well. If you're setting up camp and leaving some of your gear there, hillbillies can't see it and maybe they won't take your stuff. I've never had an issue with anyone taking my shit while I'm out in the world, but you never know. And that wraps up my camp setup. All right, y'all. Next is the clothing bag, and I almost forgot this essential item. This is the big Agnes Skyline UL chair. This thing packs down super tiny. I want to open this up for you. This is how big the pack is. I chose bright green because why not? Pretty simple setup. I've taken this chair out so many times. Even when I take the truck out to go ride the dirt bike, this chair gets put in the gear bag for my stuff. All right, this is as small as the chairs would get for your setup. Goes on real easily. Don't get me wrong, this chair was not cheap. I think I paid a couple $100 for it. I got it on Amazon. It was like on a deal, like a Prime Day deal or something. But this is pretty much the best, I think probably one of the best camp chairs you can get. The big Agnes Skyline UL camp chair. Oh, that's it. Last but not least, my clothing bag. First item in the bag is some Teva sandals. Yes, I expect you guys to roast me in the comments for these. I love these things. When hanging out around camp after a long day on the bike, they're comfortable. They do exactly what I need them to do when I'm chilling and drinking beers. Next is a fleece jacket. I picked it up from Cabela's. I paid $30 for it. Taking it on multiple trips, and it's a great setup. Usually I'll have like a down coat, sometimes maybe like a down vest, but this is a great layering item to stay warm when you're chilling around camp at night. Picked up these pants from REI. They are the Cool Renegade Trail Pant. They have great ventilation, tons and tons of storage. It's all in all a great pair of pants to wear when you're chilling around camp as well, or going into town. I got an insulated shirt also from REI. It's a great base layer. Usually I'll layer it up with my gear, stay nice and warm. I also will normally pack like 2 t-shirts for when it's a little bit warmer during the day. So those are missing out of this pack, but don't forget your t-shirts. Don't forget your underwear. Don't wear the same pair of underwear the entire trip. That's disgusting. I got a JBL clip speaker. You gotta have tunes when you're out in the wilderness. I don't know what it is. Beer in one hand, listening to some tunes, it's great. I picked up the speaker from Amazon. It's probably like 30 or 40 bucks. It works great. It's super easy to recharge, and it normally will hold a charge for like 2 or 3 days while I'm out traveling, but you gotta have a Bluetooth speaker. Last up is the Essie Rowan, what's this thing called? This is the Essie Azula 2 knife. It's a fixie. It's small. It can be concealed. You never know what you might run into when you're out on the trails. You got to be protected, and also sometimes if you're making food at camp, help you slice up those vegetables or that steak, whatever you picked up from the grocery store, but you got to have a knife, and my knife is this bad boy. And that wraps up my clothing setup. As promised, that's the KTM 690 Adventure loadout and everything I pack. Hopefully it helps your build, saves you some time so you can get out there and push some miles. Next up, I'm back in the saddle, headed out to PA to Camp Nomad with one of the homies that just picked up the new KTM 390 Enduro. This fall, expect more 4th Gen Tacoma content as I'm diving into my 3rd build series. I got some big mods planned, so stay locked in. Smash those like buttons and make sure to follow me on Instagram at seek_ADV. And check out my website for blog breakdowns, behind the scenes content, and my commercial work. Until next time, stay relentless, keep pushing, and let this adventure carve you into who you're meant to be. Peace! Peace!